white flag is out. What a welcome sight that is to any leader in an automobile race. It's out for Benny Parsons, and the crowd waving hats, waving anything they can find at him, because he's looking more and more like a winner. But look, two slower cars in front of him. He's going to have to get past them safely in order to ensure the race. There, he's almost got the one. He's got that one.
And one to go, but he'll go right by that. The battle may be more for second than for first, Jim.
But the winner will be the man who once upon a time drove a taxi cab in Detroit. And a sizable fare Benny Parsons will pick up today for his day's work, because he's won it. Benny Parsons, second place, Earnhardt, third place, Yarborough.
When they cross the yellow line on the front straight here, there will be 3 laps remaining in the race. They're now on lap 150, and a car is spun out. Doug Heveren's car is spun out in turn 1. So now the yellow caution flag may be coming out. Indeed, as I look just below us, the yellow caution flag is going to come out. This will, in all intents and purposes, perhaps be the last lap of the race. The rule requires them to solidify under the caution at the beginning of the next lap.
It's an incredible situation. Now, are they going to race to the line? This is an interesting rule situation, Jim. You are allowed to race to the line once the yellow has come out. Cale Yarborough did that. Richard Petty is counterattacking. This may be the race that we're looking at here as they sweep up into traffic. A highly dangerous situation.
Coming down the front straight. Here they are, Sam. They will come across the yellow line just about together, but Petty had the lead. By the nose of the car, Richard Petty was just in front of Cale Yarborough as they came across the line.
Richard Petty winning his 200th, it's quite a day, isn't it?
Well, it certainly is. I understand that no one in the whole history of racing has ever done that.
White flag will come out on this lap, and Cale Yarborough will take it with 1 to go. There is 1 lap left to go in the Miller 500, and Yarborough will take it into turn 1. He is running for the win here. Bill Elliott will give it everything he's got to catch up to him. Now, Yarborough heads it into turn 2. He's on the back straightaway. He can smell the wind right now here in the Miller 500. This crowd is on its feet as Yarborough is now down through the back straightaway. He's entered into turn 3. There's Elliott. It looks like he's not going to be able to catch him as Yarborough now comes around down through turn 4. Jeff Bodine will be running in 3rd place. Yarborough on the front straightaway, and Cale Yarborough takes the checkered flag, and Cale Yarborough has won the Miller 500 here in Charlotte. Taking the left turn and will be heading into victory lane.
Here's the white silk from Harold Kinder.
Last lap. Parsons lies 3rd. Texas Terry Labonte is in 4th. Neil Bonnet, the 3rd member of that Alabama gang, back in 5th. And those 2 leaders draw away a bit. Davey Allison coming after his father. Looks down inside as they take it high in turn number 2. Back straightaway, final time to decide it all here this afternoon.
Now, Davey, what are you going to do?
He's got less than half a lap to do.
And they have enough lead. I believe this is going to be a battle between the father and son. I don't think anybody else can try it, but here he comes. He's going to do it.
To the bottom. He's down low. Bobby Allison high. Davey Allison trying the inside move. Bobby Allison holds him off. They come to the stripe, and the winner of the 30th annual Great American Race, Bobby Allison. Davey Allison, his son, in 2nd.
The white flag is displayed by Harold Kinder, and we've got only 1 more lap around this 1.01-mile racetrack at North Carolina Motor Speedway. Lake Speed is dropping back just a little bit, apparently convinced now that he just doesn't have it to pass Neil, and he's going to settle for a 2nd place finish.
Or maybe is he out of gas? Maybe he's low on gas. I don't know.
I think he's going to finish. Here they come off of corner number 4. Neil Bonnet from Hueytown, Alabama, wins the Goodwrench 500.
Well, I tell you what, Jerry, you know, a lot of that had to do with the fans, and I can't thank them enough. I laid down, you saw me head down there trying to get ready to go, and I didn't think I could do it. And I kept having a lot of people talk to me and a lot of doctors work with me. And we came back, and I tell you what, it's certainly been worth it. My team worked just as hard as I did all winter, and hopefully I can pay them back.
What a tremendous comeback. Neil Bonnet wins the Goodwrench 500 here at Rockingham.
Kenny Schrader out of turn number 2, seeking his 4th Winston Cup victory, all on Super Speedway. Dale Earnhardt into turn number 3, knocks it down to about a dozen car lengths, but it won't be enough. Ken Schrader wins the Budweiser 500. He may be a little more tired than I thought. Kenny Schrader
The Cognac beer was just too strong for him today. Was there a point where you said, all right, I got him now. This needed to happen for me?
Well, they did the fuel mileage deal. They said, let's get in and get out for everybody else.
Well, I'll tell you what, 2 weeks were the bridesmaid, this week we're the bride.
The white flag for Alan Kowicki. One more lap to go on this 2.5-mile tri-oval at Pocono.
There's the second place car, Mark Martin, the guy with the blue hood. Bill Elliott, the Gulfport, still in the picture. So he can't miss a beat. He has to run on 8 cylinders and not have any flat tires if he's going to win this baby.
Yep, it isn't over yet. But he has about a half a lap to go now as Mark Martin continues his pursuit.
Well, they have fought back.
Yeah, they have. They got down and they fought back, and they've come as close as they can without winning.
Just looks to me like Kowicki's having all kinds of problems over that transformer unit.
Let's see how he negotiates it for the final time this afternoon. The crowd is on its feet at Pocono. Here comes Kowicki off of turn number 4. The hats are waving. Alan Kowicki takes the checkered flag and wins the Champion Spark Plug 500. And he emerges from his car in victory lane.
You know, I had to work for it a little harder than I wanted to there.
And now we focus our attention on the leader, Harry Gant, and it appears as if Harry is going to win his second race of 1992.
Brett Ledine has run out of gas as he went by and got the white flag. I said when he made his pit stop, you know, it was a 3-second pit stop. I said, I don't know if they got enough gas in that thing. Now, does that give me a little bit back for making that other big mistake?
Harry Gant on the top of the racetrack in turn number 4, coming down off the banking. He sees the checkered flag from Doyle Ford waiting, and there it is. Gant wins with excellent fuel mileage.
Okay. You're 4th in the points, and this is your time of the year.
Well, we'd like to, you know, just keep running here and picking it up and win some races here in September and some more for the end. We got to win the championship. We have to pick up more points, and we're trying to.
As fresh as he looks, can you believe it, folks? He's 52 years old. He looks like he's 32. Harry Gant at victory lane.
Yellow is out because of rain. Darrell Waltrip is in the lead. If it should come a downpour and they're not able to restart this race, Waltrip would win again.
Amateur weatherman here with me, guys. Now, Darrell Waltrip says he thinks he hears it thundering.
I think a storm coming. Bad storm. Look over here, man. It's getting dark.
I can hear it clearing up. You hear it? I can hear them clouds leaving.
Tell you what, I think I'm going to go to my truck. This looks like it's getting serious.
Somebody else has been over here sweating a little.
I can only run 11 more laps, and then I got to come in.
Why'd your face turn so red when you said that?
In 88, white flag is down, and there's 1 to go. Davey Allison in his 5th year with Robert Yates is on his way in that final lap, looking for win number 19. There's one here, as we mentioned earlier, in the fall race, which is now a Saturday night affair. We're going to be here in September to enjoy it. Allison coming from 18th to 8th in the Winston Cup point standings as he takes the checkers here today. Davey Allison has done it. He wins by a margin of 5 2/10 seconds.
Did you have trouble finding victory lane? They moved it.
Well, I'll tell you, it's been since 1988, the September race, since we've been here at Richmond. So I didn't know where I was going at first, but they told me on pit road, and I turned around and went back out and came back. Hi, Liz, the kids, Mom, and Grandma. We did it today.
Oh, boy. Starter has the white flag in hand. Here they come up off turn number 4. It's the last lap.
Mike, he's making a move on the outside. I don't know whether he's going to make it stick or not, but he's trying to pass Kyle Petty on the outside.
And here comes Musgrave. It's a 3-horse scramble. Lap car up ahead is Joe Nemechek. He won't be a factor. Labonte draws alongside of Kyle Petty's Pontiac. The Ford drops underneath. They'll come off turn 4 for all the money.
Here comes Musgraves underneath Bobby Labonte coming off the corners. Dead heat coming down for the flag.
It is a dead heat. Kyle Petty wins it. Who finishes second?
We're in Dover in victory lane. Kyle Petty has pulled in. He is very winded. He's getting a little oxygen right now. He got a big cold drink of water. Kyle's still catching his breath right now. Taking a big drink of water there.
Last lap, how about that? You know, we were really, really good for 300 laps, 350 laps. In the last couple hundred laps, you know, we were getting other people's tires and we were getting stuff, and, you know, we just couldn't do nothing with it. It was a little bit pushy, a little bit loose. And I tell you what, the 18 car and the 16 wore my butt out.
They're now showing the white flag. One more lap to go. 2.4 miles for Jeff Bodine, whose best finish here previous to today was a second in 1990. There is Schrader, who led this race for quite a while. Jeff passed him. Schrader stays out there, but has fallen all the way back to the last car on the lead lap, 25th spot.
As a matter of fact, Jeff Bodine just lapped him, but he will still be 25th. Now 24 cars in the lead lap.
What a victory this is going to be for Jeff Bodine.
Man, I'm telling you, well, look, he's waving to the crowd as he goes by. Ned, is he going to wave to you, Ned?
He probably will. He feels good out there. He's got himself a pretty good little lead, but he needs to keep his eye on the road and be very careful as he goes through all of these turns. But he's got everything under control.
Ned, I think we need to not only salute the driving ability of Jeff Bodine, but also the strategy that they played out in this race. That was just as much a factor as anything.
Oh, it was the key factor. I don't think there's any question about that. That was a very, very smart move, the way they did it. Stayed out there and then made a green flag pit stop. Caution came out, everybody else came in, and he was up towards the front. And as a result, he had the car to stay up front and heading towards you and victory.
And here is Jeff Bodine coming off corner number 11 and getting the checkered flag. He wins the Bud at the Glen. Terry Labonte is second.
Jeff, welcome home. Congratulations. Yeah, this is home in two ways. Back home in Chemung County and Victory Lane.
He's willing to let him go.
That's smart.
Very smart. Final lap. The number 28 stays in first. 3.5 seconds back to Bill Elliott. And for Ernie Irvan, a guy who gave everything nearly, just about everything, 10% chance of living after that crash in 94 right here in turn 2. Here he comes around, headed for checkers. Ernie Irvan is finally going to win the track that nearly did him in. Ernie Irvan for the checkered flag, and he's won the Michigan 400.
Ernie Irvan climbs out of his Robert Yates Thunderbird. Ernie, this track nearly took your life. Today, you took something back from it, a big win.
It's pretty emotional. Started about 10 laps to go, started getting tears in my eyes. I tell you, it's great. Only in America, you know what I mean?
He's on the apron of the racetrack, Ned. He saves the race car up almost against Bobby Labonte. Dale Earnhardt Sr. has come from 17th spot in 4 laps to lead it on the final lap. But Kenny Wallace is in second spot, followed by his teammate, Joe Nemechek. Nemechek was the pole sitter, and Kenny Wallace has likewise never won a Winston Cup race. 3 Chevrolets on the final lap at Talladega. $2.7 million and $1 million bonus for Dale Earnhardt if he can hang on. The no ball 5 contender, Mr. Dale Earnhardt comes down and will take his 10th career victory at Talladega.
I had to beat Mike Skinner, but I had to beat him for $1 million.
Have you ever won the Winston $1 million bonus before?
It's the first time I've won it. I've been eligible several times, so it'd be good going to Vegas now with $1 million in my pocket, huh?
No pressure.
He's consistent every week. Channel material, and look, wasn't afraid to change the motor and go to the rear. Wasn't worried. A lot of guys say, well, we're doomed.
And wasn't afraid to let people pass him. Say, I'll race you when the time comes.
2 guys that went to the rear are first and second point men. Where are they now?
Right up there.
First and fifth.
Just wiggly, get back to the line. Got no pressure.
Sterling Marlin will get his 8th consecutive top 10 finish, his 10th Winston Cup career win, and his 2nd win of 2002. Marlin wins the Carolina Dodge Dealers 400. It's becoming a familiar sight. Sterling Marlin in victory lane.
It's kind of tough to pass here. It's a place you get in trouble pretty quick if you don't watch it, but you know, had a good car, just took her time, come up through the pack, and things worked out.
There'll be the white flag this time as he goes through turn 11 right here, last corner.
But the 19 car slow up in the S's.
happened is there is the gap from Rudd to Stewart. It was 5 seconds last time by.
19 was running 9th when that happened.
Stewart has knocked it down to 3.8 seconds, but if Rudd hits his marks, he'll hit his second Sears Point checkered flag.
Ricky Rudd will hit his marks.
No question. For a long time considered one of NASCAR's most accomplished road racers.
And of course, he pretty much has promised us within a couple of weeks that an announcement will be made about his future, what he's going to do and with this 28 car.
The way his year has gone, just trust me. Let's get him back around here, okay?
Okay.
I know things look really, really good, but at Pocono a couple weeks ago, they looked really, really good too.
And he cut a tire. And at Dover, leading the race, missed a lug on the last pit stop. And Richmond, mechanical trouble, is up front there. And here he comes, down through the S's to turn 10 for the final time.
One more corner, Ricky, turn 11.
Tony Stewart closing in at the final corner. For the first time since Watkins Glen 1990, Ricky Rudd's going to be a road course winner. Ricky Rudd and the Haviland Taurus win the Dodge Save-Mart 350.
You've had some bad luck. Do you feel like maybe you might have been owed this in a way?
Well, I could say maybe we're owed something, but probably not at Jerry Nadeau's expense or the Petty's, you know. It would have been good to see those guys win, but like I say, you know, we'll take it.
The last Darlington race that Terry Labonte led more than 6 laps, September 1984. He's out in front now on the white flag lap here in the 2003 Southern 500. Half a lap to go. It's going to be a popular win. Oh, is this going to be popular? You're going to see the crews out on pit road applauding him, the other drivers giving him congratulations. Two-time Winston Cup champion Terry Labonte at age 46 will take the checkered flag and win the 54th Southern 500. That's pretty cool.
The winner of the Mountain Dew Southern 500, Terry Labonte. Terry, there comes a point in every athlete's career when they wonder if they're going to be part of another winning moment again. Did that thought ever cross your mind?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're coming to the white flag. 2 2/3 miles of racing left at Talladega. Do they all make it back around? And who's the first one to the checkered flag? Wow, there's Tony Stewart. Shuffling Rusty Wallace out of the way. Jeff Gordon trying to block. Stewart trying to find some running room. Stewart up the center. So far, nobody with anything from Michael Waltrip. Outside, it's Kevin Harvick in the black and silver car. Gordon's on the outside of the 8 car. Gordon trying to jump in front of Harvick and get the push. Gordon to second. Michael Waltrip trying to figure out who to block. Here they come to the final corner and down to the start-finish line. Waltrip's going to have enough. Michael Waltrip will win the EA Sports 500 at Talladega. Here comes the hatch. That's the new escape hatch that they put in Michael Waltrip's car. Of course, with the Napa logo underneath it.
Where am I going to put my Napa Chevy? How am I going to position it to make sure I win? And, you know, when I drove off, Bill, I said, I don't know. I'll just deal with it when it happens.
Now today it looks like it'll be Kenseth who gets the first Winston Cup title among the two. Final lap at Rockingham. Bill Elliott in search of a win. Matt Kenseth in search of a championship. Clear sailing, Bill. Jack Roush, one more lap, he says. One more. And the checkered flag is in the air. It'll be Bill Elliott. With his first win of 2003 at Rockingham today, Matt Kenseth comes to the line, finishing 4th, and Matt Kenseth is the 2003 NASCAR Winston Cup Series champion.
49 races since Bill Elliott last won a race, the Brickyard 2002. Bill, how big and how important is this win, getting the guys back to victory lane?
That was worth a Coca-Cola right there, boys.
That's worth a lot more than that.
And it was about a year and 3 months before he pulled off the win at the Rock last weekend. Now he's going to make it 2 in a row to bring down the 2003 season.
Oh, look at that.
Does he have a flat? On the last lap, he must have a flat tire.
Bobby Labonte's by. Can you believe that? Elliott is off the pace. Never give up.
Watch out, Bill.
Fatback McSwain is going to get to do a victory dance for us. Last lap drama at Homestead. Bobby Labonte wins the Ford 400.
It's never over till it's over.
Fatback goes, keep going. He'll make a mistake. And I said, he's just playing with me, and he's just going wide open. He come off turn 2 there, and that thing wiggled, and I was like, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I just absolutely couldn't believe it. Things went our way today, finally.
And it'll be the white flag for Rusty Wallace this time. First time he's seen it in 105 races.
Now these fans are standing. Now all of them are waving to Rusty Wallace as he goes down the backstretch for the final time off into turn 3.
Gordon gives Newman the boot in turn 2. They're going to be side by side. Here they come to the flag. Rusty Wallace wins the Advance Auto Parts 500 for his 55th career victory.
You wonder when you start if I'm ever going to win a race. And then when it kind of dries up a little bit, you say, am I ever going to win a race?
Oh, man, I'll tell you what. I got to tell you, it's been a long time coming. And we've got such good cars. And Larry Carter, we hired him, got the crew straightened out, and, man, the whole hot rod started rock and rolling again. It feels good to win again. It really does.
White flag is in the air.
Working the final lap here at Michigan. Mayfield down the backstretch.
Does he have enough?
Does he have enough fuel to get there? Can Riggs possibly rope him in? You come to Michigan, sometimes you have to gamble to win. Jeremy Mayfield driving for Ray Evernham raced his way into the chase 1 year ago, and today Jeremy Mayfield takes the checkered flag at Michigan.
Are you stuck here, sir? Do you need a tow?
I need a tow. We're stuck. We got 2 flat tires.
Tony Stewart up next to Newman.
And he's got to run, too, now.
Boy,
Matt's
does he
gonna have to
ever got to run. Last lap.
Oh, man.
Here comes Tony Stewart. He's got the lead in turn 1. And Dale Jarrett on the outside.
Unit 20, just the 2 of you. Neck to neck, come on.
Now it just depends on who goes with who.
And how strong that 88 is, we're finally going to find out. Oh, crash. Kyle Petty. Hard crash. We stay green. Now the caution is out. Race is over. There are 19 scoring loops around this track.
The 88
all the way, baby, all the way.
88 might have been in front.
NASCAR will use their scoring loops and television replays to determine the position of the cars on the track. You do not race back to the yellow in NASCAR. And it was a wreck Dale Jarrett was involved in that brought on that rule.
Yeah, baby, we're back on the map.
Dale Jarrett out of his car. He's not going to climb the fence, is he?
Surely. Oh, come on, DJ. No.
He just wants a flag. I thought we was going to see these guys play nice, but doesn't look like it, does it? Looks like they're going at it.
Yeah, it doesn't look. They're eating each other's rear bumpers off. White flag.
One more lap.
White flag.
See why this 29 car is the owner's champion. They've had a great car all year long.
Richard Childress Racing trying to win their 13th race in 2007. He is the owner's champion. The NASCAR Busch Series owner's champion. Jeff Burton, 4 wins in 2007. He has 26 career victories. 3 of his 4 wins have come on mile-and-a-half tracks. And for the season finale at Homestead, Miami, Jeff Burton takes the win.
And Jeff Burton climbing from his winning race car, and talk about winning the championship in style, the owner's championship that is, with his 5th victory of the season.
It really means a lot to me to win the last race of the Busch Series. I mean, that, to me, I grew up wanting to be a Busch Grand National driver. That was my dream. And to win the last race with Busch being a sponsor, that really means a lot to me.
Martin has never won a race at New Hampshire.
See Kyle Busch there on the outside of Jimmy Johnson trying to take that 4th spot away. Got a spin off of turn 4.
They've already taken the white flag.
So they'll race back here to the checkered flag.
Caution's not out yet. They're still racing. No caution yet.
They got cars sitting here. They're going to have to throw the caution.
Still not out.
Still not out. It's going to come to the checkered flag.
Not really. Now the caution's out.
Coming to the checkers. Coming to the checkers.
And it is officially over.
Watch
out, watch out.
Checkers. If caution's out, you got the win.
All the fans, thank you guys. This is just incredible. I'm sure, pinch me. I'm sure I'm sleeping. I'm sure I'm dreaming.
Nobody is challenging this man, Juan Pablo Montoya. His last win 113 starts ago at Infineon in June of 2007. Down through the final corner for the final time.
Sorry about last week again. Did an awesome job. Way to go there, big boy. Good job.
And it is.
Man, baby. Good job.
Juan Pablo Montoya, his second Cup win.
113 races since Juan Pablo Montoya's first ever win in the Sprint Cup Series 1. It's been a tough year for you and this team. It's been an emotional couple of weeks for you guys. Put in perspective what being back here in Victory Lane is like.
It is great. You know, we lost a lot of them and gave away a lot of them, and it gets frustrating and everybody gets fighting and everything, but you know, this Target team does an amazing job. You know, I want to thank Sprint for supporting this series, an amazing series. I love it, and it's about time to get another one.
Greg Biffle gets the white flag. One more lap to his first win of the year. Think about Jimmy Johnson led laps, had a dominant car. The same for Casey Kane. In fact, both he and Dale Earnhardt Jr. had issues while leading. The cat in the hat feeling good. 12 times he has won here at Michigan.
You know that was a big relief when he heard that over the radio. It's like, okay, I can breathe now. I got 3 laps. I can breathe.
A runner-up last week at Pocono. No doubt. Greg Biffle's team going in the right direction. How about his 4th win at Michigan? It comes today. Congratulations to the 16.
And Emma's first Victory Lane on Father's Day. Can't be more proud. And 1,000 wins for Ford. Pretty exciting in NASCAR.
White flag will be in the air the last lap. Where does the move come? Who wins the race? Do they all come back to the checkered flag? Rolling.
Single file, no takers yet, single file.
Jamie McMurray leading. Here's the first move. Oh, trouble. Dillon gets turned around into the middle of the pack. Casey Mears is the one that hit him. Caution is out. Race is over.
All good, guys. All good.
Jamie McMurray, carrying the colors of Auburn University, his sponsor with a big relationship with the school, is going to take War Eagle to the finish line first. Jamie McMurray wins at Talladega.
Oh, look at this.
It's pretty awesome. It's you know, I told Christy before, I'm like, gosh, it'd be so cool to get to have your kids in Victory Lane. So pretty awesome.
McMurray a little higher through 3 and 4. The advantage to the 24. White flag in the air one more time around for Gordon. Jeff Gordon looking for a storybook ending to the 2015 season. Out of 3 and 4, this win's going to punch his ticket to the championship 4. Gordon wins in Martinsville. Win number 93 on his career, and more importantly, he moves into a position where he could get his 5th championship.
To celebrate like that.
We're going to Homestead!
Most meaningful win of your career, Jeff?
It was a joke. I'm coming back next year. I'm just
Kevin Harvick in front, or in the front row. Dale Earnhardt Jr. will be the race leader, the control car when we come back to the restart zone. You can see the rain coming down on the lights. NASCAR has called this race official.
That means the 88 and Dale Earnhardt Jr. with the amazing luck as he was on pit road, as the caution came out, was able to get to the start-finish line before, at the time, the race leader. Everyone came in, did their pit stops. Joey Logano, the luck not on his side in round 3. Chase for the championship. The 88 team already celebrating. 3rd win of 2015 for Dale Earnhardt Jr.
You like to win them at the checker flag. A win's a win, though. You take it and you put it in the records book.
White flag waves, 1 to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Well, this is the closest Hamlin's been in a few laps.
I tell you, I think Hamlin's he's going to pounce. If he's got anything, Tony better not do what he did in the 7 this time, or he's in trouble.
Try to dive you down here.
They're working him.
Not close enough.
Nope. Tony's right where he needs to be, man.
See if he can make a gain. It's all about getting off of this corner. He gets in there good. Oh, he missed it a little bit.
Clear by 2, clear by 2. Be ready for the dive.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's wheel hopping. He's going to hit him.
Hamlin is there.
He hit him.
Hey, got him. Oh, no. No.
It's not over.
Get him back.
Denny got in there and wheel hopped. I don't think he meant for that to happen, but then he made contact with Tony. I think Tony was also pretty loose getting in there.
Well, that was what happened to Tony lap before, you know, when he got loose into 7, and that allowed Hamlin to close up.
Hey, this thing's not over, guys. Watch what happens into turn 11 in this heavy braking zone.
2 more corners. Hamlin trying to pull away.
Close enough.
I think Tony used up his stuff. I mean, we knew he was having, you know, issues
Here we go.
with the car.
Stewart inside.
Oh,
he
Hamlin
is
went
there.
wide.
He gets
wide.
Hamlin. They hit. And Stewart comes off turn 11. Look at that. And he's coming to the flag.
How did that just
Tony
happen?
Stewart
How
wins.
did that happen? Are you kidding me?
Your final year, what does it mean to chalk up another one on your racing resume?
Especially at a place you're going to for your last time, that means a bunch. So it's it's special, trust me.
I don't want to be dumping the clutch here. Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
Hey, Carl Edwards worried about everything right now. He's like, I don't want to be dumping the clutch right now. I don't want to shut the car off. I don't want anything to go wrong with this.
You say worried, but he's seen the silly things that can happen, and now the rain is really picking up.
And look at the celebration. It has just been declared official. Carl Edwards wins at Texas.
How concerned were you if we did go green to the finish? Logano was looking very strong.
We were in a bad spot if we went green again. But okay, so the last run before it rained, I think we could have held him off. I'm not sure. He was really good on the bottom. My car was starting to go away. I ran pretty hard there at the start, but man, that's fun.
Larson did not get the start that he wanted. He's going to have to work hard to get the outside of Jimmy Johnson here. Oh.
McMurray 3 wide.
Wow, he's sideways. Oh, the wreck.
No.
Big crash back straight away.
Crashed.
That'll be it.
Big wreck going into 3. I mean, look at them. They're wrecking everywhere.
I think they made it to the overtime line.
Overtime. Great restart for the 5 of Casey Kane. Can he hold it on the bottom of the track? Kane gets by him. Smoke rolling out behind the 11. Casey Kane in front of the 2 of Brad Keselowski. They go down the backstretch. Still smoke coming out of the 11. He gets up the racetrack. And the 11 goes around. They wreck behind him. Did they get to the overtime line? They haven't got there yet. Has the caution come out yet? Now the caution comes out. The question will be, did the caution come out after he crossed the overtime line?
That's how you do it, baby. Winner of the Brickyard 400.
I'm not sure what's bigger, the win here at Indianapolis and winning at the Brickyard, or maybe the win for your career, Casey.
The career is big for sure. The history here. And
the white flag goes in the air. One more time around. Matt Kenseth eliminated from the playoffs. on a technicality. Had too many men over the wall when they were trying to fix the car. Now, trying to get that win in 2017. The 45-year-old comes out of turn number 4. Kenseth's going to win at Phoenix. And on top of the car he goes.
How did you do that, brother? I don't know what to say except for thank the Lord. It's been an amazing journey. I know I'm a big baby right now, but just got one race left. Everybody dreams of going out a winner, so.
He knows it's just a matter of time before that weather gets here, and if he can maintain this lead, he's got this win.
Well, those two cars have really quite equal, even though Harvick's been leading by a good bit. Bowyer's been back there running second, running about the same light times.
Dun-dun. Battle for the race on the right against Mother Nature, and Ricky Stenhouse in turn 2 is in the wall. And they've called it. Clint Bowyer and Mother Nature win Michigan.
Clint did an awesome job getting that restart, and fortunately enough, this mist rolled in and helped us out.
Stuart Haas finishes 1, 2, 3. It's Ford Country in Michigan, and let's go there for the victory celebration.
Third time in his career he's had consecutive wins in a season. You're first here at MIS. What a gutsy call by Bugga. Do you believe it?
We won! We won! Woo-hoo! No kid, when he said 2 tires, I was like, oh man, I don't know.
This is the white flag. One more lap.
Brought to you by Credit One Bank. The white flag, that is. Well, it's official. Just get this thing limped around there, Kurt. Team 2311.
I picked for my ones to walk. Who was that? Well, I mean, you always take the low-hanging fruit, Clint. I mean, come on.
This team formed by Denny Hamlin in a conversation with Michael Jordan. What if we go racing? Toyota jumped on board. With Bubba Wallace, they became a 2-car team. And here comes Kurt Busch to deliver the jump man the victory.
Hell yeah, man. You are the best.
He's now won with 5 different teams and 4 different manufacturers.
But this is 2311. This is our first win for the 45 car. And with Jordan Brand on the hood, I mean, I felt like I had to play like the GOAT, or race like the GOAT. And I had to beat Kyle's. I had to beat both. This was like the Kyle and Kyle show. I remember Ned Jarrett said this is the Dale and Dale show. Like, I can get one Kyle, and I'm like, I can get both.
Kevin Harvick, no traffic. The 20 has closed the gap. He's within 5 car lengths of Kevin Harvick as they come to the final turn. Bell, just not enough time. Kevin Harvick is going to win at Richmond. He goes back to back.
Yeah, boys, great job. Great job.